Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Strength, Yoga, and Freedom YouTube channel. My name is Justin. I'm going to be your guide here in this restorative yoga practice. If you have any of these props, they're very helpful to have during a restorative class practice. Pillows, blanket. You can use any blanket, doesn't have to be a yoga blanket, or blocks, or something that would resemble blocks. In restorative yoga, we use props to help us absorb into them, and they help absorb the pose so that you can completely relax. So we're in the business of relaxing in this practice today to really calm the central nervous system. Restorative yoga is very, 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 very effective for calming the nervous system and opening up parts of your body that maybe are a little tight. So we're going to get into that right now. Let's begin in a seat, comfortable seat. If you would like to sit on a blanket, I'm going to do that. You can prop yourself up on a blanket. The first part of this practice is just going to be a little integration so that we can notice what's going on in the body. So we're going to begin first by taking a big breath in and reaching the arms to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands back down. Do that again. Reach your arms up, breathe in. And then exhale your hands right down to your lap. One more time, reach high, inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Just a pause here for just a silent intention. Maybe set an intention for your inner truth, for peace, for some answers, or for some strength. Bring your hands down. You can place them anywhere that feels comfortable, maybe on your knees or your legs. If your legs are not crossed, that's okay too. Allow the right ear to drop towards the right shoulder, opening up the left side of your neck. And then return to a neutral neck and spine before your left ear moves to the left shoulder. Bring your gaze back to center as your spine realigns to neutral and start to roll your neck. So bring your chin towards your chest and then start to take some neck rolls. It doesn't matter which way you go. We'll be holding our poses today for a lengthy period of time because we're not looking to incorporate muscle movement in this practice. Go ahead and switch directions with your neck. This is different than a yin practice as well. We're not looking for sensation in our joints. We're going to be completely relaxed in all of these poses. Return your gaze, head, and neck to a neutral position. And then let's bring our hands down to the mat. We'll move into a tabletop pose. So bring your knees underneath your hips and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Find a cow pose, lift your chin, drop your belly, take a breath in. Find a cat pose, bring your back to a rounded position as your chin moves towards your chest. Let's take another cow, inhale. And then exhale into cat. Do that again. One more full breath in, cow pose. And then exhale into cat pose. Beautiful. Return to a neutral table. Let's take some circles with the right arm, just to move a little energy through the body. We're just feeling our way. We're integrating before we relax. Switch directions with your right arm. And then let's do that with the left arm. Just some nice circles, allowing the body to open up and relax a little bit. Switching directions again. Bring both hands back down to meet, back into neutral table. We're going to take one downward facing dog. Lift up your heels. Lift up your hips, rather. Your heels, they'll lift too. You can walk your dog out here. This is, again, just integration. Just looking to see what's going on in the body. We're going to slide forward into a plank. And then we'll slide back into a downward facing dog. One more time, plank. And a downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the mat. We'll cross the ankles and come back to a seat as we begin to set up our first pose. We're going to be taking a supported butterfly pose. So if you have pillows, go ahead and take the pillows and place one pillow right at your low back. You can take a second pillow if you need to. Once you determine how this is going to work for you, you may want to add props or remove them. So you may want to have your blanket handy. You can even have a block. Maybe your head will rest on this block. Bring the soles of your feet together, scoot up slightly, just slightly, so that you're able to relax down onto the pillows and have that block available for your head and neck to rest. Remember, in restorative yoga, we are looking to completely relax. Now, another thing you can do with blocks, if you do not want to place a block back there or your head is going to rest on the pillow, you can place blocks underneath your thighs or your knees, and you can take a blanket and place it behind you to give your neck nice support, nice cushioning. So I'm going to use this as my pose with the blocks under my knees and the blanket underneath my cervical spine, my neck. Take a few moments to fidget around in the pose, but again, remember, you're not looking to feel sensation in your body. You're only looking to get nice and comfortable. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Relax through your arms. Relax through your legs. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Soften your brow. Slide deeper into this pose. Your body is absorbing the props at the same time as the props absorbing your body. Think about the duality there. If you feel comfortable, maybe place your hands on your stomach or your chest. You can even place them on blocks, the blocks that are there. If you're not using blocks, you can even rest. You're not using blocks under your legs, you can rest your arms on the blocks. It doesn't matter, just go for comfort. We move into silence for the rest of this pose, but feel free to fidget around. You can also come out of the pose anytime you need to and take a savasana just by lying down completely on the mat. Lay on your belly in a prone savasana if you'd like, or even lay on your side. So if anything feels uncomfortable, make any adjustments so that you can be comfortable. Soften. Ease. Surrender. Start to think about movement. As you have released into this pose, feeling so calm, knowing that movement seems insurmountable, but we know that the body rebounds after deep periods of rest, restoration. Take your hands to your legs, knees, and begin to move your knees back together. The easiest way to get out of this pose is to roll off of the props, because remember, we're not trying to use a lot of muscle here. So remove any props away from you so that you can roll to the right or left side. We're going to come to a seated position, so roll off of the props so that you can sit up. Move slowly to reorganize the props. Just a moment to gather everything up. Sitting on the mat, having the props out of the way, just notice the ease in your body. Let's take a deep breath in and reach the arms high. And into the lap. Second time, reach up. Hands come down. One more. Hands to heart. We bow the chin in gratitude for a moment. Then we open the eyes if they're still closed, and we set up our next pose. So for this, we're going to make a little recliner. If you have blocks, this is a good place to start. Place one block down on the mat behind you. So if you're facing the front of your space, the block is going to be towards the top of your mat behind you. Take a pillow and make a little recliner for yourself. I like to use 2 pillows for extra comfort. You can stack 2 blocks up if that feels better for you. If you don't have any blocks or anything that resembles a block, you're also more than welcome to just place the pillows right down on the mat. It will work just as well for you. Scoot your back up towards the pillow just like you did in the supported butterfly, except this time what we're going to do is place the knees together and the hands are going to be at the waist, near our waist. And we're going to allow the knees to fall over to the left. When that happens, we're also going to begin to turn the whole body over to the left as we take a little bit of a twist here. And as you turn your body towards the left, towards this little recliner, you can stop when your side hits the pillows and begin to recline down onto this little recliner. Or you could turn your whole body, upper body, towards the pillows and recline onto this recliner that you have created for yourself. So fidget around and find a nice, comfortable way to recline with the knees falling over to the left, stacked up. Adjust anything you need to, so you can move your knees up or down. And again, you do not have to turn your entire torso towards the top of your mat or the back of your mat since we're facing the other way. You could lay on your side, but release yourself all the way down and find a comfortable place to land. You can turn your head towards the left side, towards the left, creating more of a twist, or keep it towards the right. Again, the goal here is, since your knees have fallen to the left, the goal here is complete relaxation. So make this pose all about you sinking into this recliner, keeping yourself comfortable, fidgeting to find your place, knowing you can make moves and adjustments at any time during this pose. And once you've landed, take a breath in and surrender everything out on your exhale. Slowly begin to become aware again of your body. Coming back. Find your hands. They were there when we got into this pose. Find them so that you're able to bring them nearby to push. Lift your way up. Go slowly here. Keep the recliner right where it is as you bring your entire body back to the center line, and we're going to switch directly to the other side. So drop your knees to the right. Back is against the pillows. Turn either towards your right side body, allowing that to land, or your entire body can twist. And you can lay your upper body down again onto your recliner. So fidget around and find the space that feels okay for you. You can even, if you can't or don't want to stack your knees, you don't have to. Find that nice, comfortable position for yourself on this side, allowing you to completely surrender, noticing, being, surrendering. Restorative yoga is a practice of patience, calmness, and also for empathy, allowing you to understand with yourself that there is freedom in the peace that this practice teaches us, and we do not have to be constantly on the run and moving or trying to do everything for everyone. It teaches us to be still. Becoming aware again of your physical body. Locating your hands so that you're able to slowly make your way out of this pose. Take your time as you press up. Remove the recliner that you've created. Just have your props off to the side and come to a seat right in the center line of your mat. Take your arms up to the sky again. Breathe in. Bring your hands through heart down into your lap. 2 more. And final one. Reach up. Bring your hands through your heart into your lap. Let's take our final restorative pose, which will be a supported legs up the wall. Now, if you have a wall nearby, use the wall. If you do not have one nearby, or it will take you away from where you're viewing this class, you can always prop yourself up without the wall. So bring yourself to the nearest wall, or stay on your mat if you don't have one nearby. Scoot up to the side of the wall. Scoot your side up to the wall. And have a blanket or a pillow behind you, again at the low back for support. You can even have a blanket and a pillow so that you can fully support yourself. And then slide your legs up the wall and take the blanket underneath your low back. Now you can take this pillow and keep it at right underneath your shoulders or your shoulder blades, or you can take that away and just place it underneath your head. Lift your hips up off of the blanket or pillow and lie the hips down in a nice supported waterfall position. Again, if you don't have the wall, you can still prop yourself up. Just lift up your legs and use as much as you need to underneath your low back. You really want, though, a wall if you have one. I'm sure you're watching it unless you're outside. But it works very good with the wall because then you don't have to use any muscle in your legs. You can have your feet splaying out to the right. You can bend your knees a little bit. You can even place the other pillow, or if you have the blanket, if you're not using a blanket, you can place it on top of your torso for a little bit of weight if you want to feel grounded. As we take our final restorative pose of this practice, we allow the shoulders to relax and we allow the brow again to soften and the jaw to unclench, the ears to lower. As we reverse all the blood flow in the body to create even more ease, even more peace. As you take one breath in and a surrendering breath out. a long breath in and a long breath out. We're going to slowly make our way onto our backs on the mat. So if your legs are up the physical wall, slide them down. You can roll off of the blanket or pillow underneath your low back and make your way to lying on your back on your mat. Have your props nearby. Reach your arms up overhead to take a nice full body stretch. Push your feet towards the top of your space and reach towards the back. And then squeeze the knees in towards the chin, the chest. Now we'll take just a quick spinal twist. So take your arms out like wings and let your knees fall to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. And then send your knees to the left side and maybe look over your right shoulder. Now we'll take our final pose, our final resting pose of Savasana. I like to rest my head on a pillow. You can even cover up if you're cold with a blanket. Whatever feels good for you for your final pose, possibly your most healing pose. As you again surrender everything into the mat, or even any props you'd like to use anywhere that will help you ease and feel comfortable in your final Savasana. Start to make some gentle movement, maybe in your wrists, your ankles. And then bring the soles of your feet to your mat. Maybe take a few swipes of your legs right to left like windshield wipers. And allow them to fall to the left or right side. Roll to that side and pause for a moment of gratitude there. Making your way into a comfortable seat. Draw your hands into your heart and bow your chin into your fingertips. With gratitude for this practice, gratitude for the community, and the gratitude that flows for yourself. Thumb knuckles to the third eye center. We bow forward together. Namaste. I hope that this practice has allowed you to find some peace, some inner truth. And if you like this practice, please do me a favor and press the like button, the thumbs up button, so that more people can be exposed to the wonderful practice of yoga. We need it out there. Thank you for joining me right here on the Strength, Yoga, and Freedom YouTube channel, and I'll see you all on the mat next time.